In this video, we're going to talk about how one non-trading book has a lot of similarities with trading and what we can learn from it. Stay tuned. Hey traders, a very warm welcome to you. Okay, so a little bit of a different one, but if you're into your trading psychology and discipline, which let's be honest, you should be if you want to make a career out of this or you want to make some good money out of the markets. Generally speaking, 99.9% of people who are doing well in the markets or have done well in the markets have a good form of discipline. Yeah, you got a bit of luck there, you could make some money without it, but we know the score. Okay, so I was recommended this book completely by a non-trading guy, nothing to do with trading whatsoever. We're just talking about books recommended, like business books, self-improvement books, management books, leadership books, anything kind of that you can have a bit of a synergy with trading. Well, I was thinking in my mind of a synergy with trading. Okay, this guy's not a trader at all. Anyway, he recommended to me this book called The Road Less Traveled by Scott Peck, I think it is, but I'll put the screenshot of it up here. So it's The Road Less Traveled, and I went out and I bought it. Actually, I got it on Audible. Great way to listen to books if you're in the car or whatever. It's just a great way of consuming, decent books and getting through some good volume of books throughout the year. So recommend that if you don't have it. And this guy is the author is a psychologist, it's something of that nature. More of a clinical setting and dealing with people with different issues in their life. And I thought, okay, this is interesting because this is really about, there's a lot of this is about discipline in here. And immediately my trader brain's going, discipline? All right, this is going to be interesting. As with any kind of things, videos, books, if I can take away one or two useful pieces of information, then over time I'm going to get a lot of useful information. I'm going to improve as a trader. So anyway, I'm really listening to it in the car, and I'm probably 3 chapters in. I'm not quite sure where I am in it. But anyway, I thought, there's such an interesting synergy with trading and what this guy's saying relative to kind of real life treatments, I guess is the word you could say. And the things he was saying, we were focusing specifically on discipline and the 4 pillars of discipline. So his 4 pillars are delaying gratification, number 2, acceptance of responsibility, number 3, dedication to the truth, and number 4, balance. And this is such a perfect way of summing up trading. And yourself, if you've been working on a discipline as a trader and psychology as a trader, you've probably done all these without realizing it. I know I have, and I thought, hey, hang on a second, this is exactly the sort of thing you work on as a trader. Let's look at them each individually. So number 1, delaying gratification. The perfect kind of mirror with trading with this is to say, hey, you're in a trade, it's going your way, and you really want to take the profits. You want to get that gratification that you get from taking the money from the market. But you know that it's in your best interest to stay in the trade for as long as you can, or for as long as your target, whatever it may be. Just because the markets move very quickly in the first kind of hour and giving you a quick £500-600 profit, £50 profit, 5,000, whatever level you're playing at, it doesn't matter on a monetary term, doesn't matter on a monetary value term. But what matters is you're saying, hey, I don't want to snatch that. I don't want to take the gratification now. I'll delay it because I know I'm going to get more in the future. And that's the same with life in general, isn't it? If you're talking about someone who's losing weight or gaining weight, the gratification, the quick buzz that you get from eating snacks or sugary sweets or whatever it may be, or junk food, you feel good about it, but you will feel bad about it because ultimately longer term it's not going to do you any good for your body. So delaying that gratification by saying, hey, I'm not going to eat that because I know that longer term it's going to be better for my body. You get the idea. So in trading, there's a great analogy there with this not taking profits. And also, for those of you guys who are very, very active traders and you really enjoy to trade actively, I know that was something that I went through a spell of probably being too active because I enjoyed the process a little bit too much, perhaps, of the activity of trading. And you soon realize that actually you enjoy money more than you enjoy the activity of trading, but it's kind of a trap you can fall into. So delaying that gratification by saying, hey, you know what? I'm not going to trade. I'm going to wait until the opportunity's there, and being aware that you are actually getting pleasure from the act of trading and saying, okay, well, actually, you know what? I need to put the brakes on that. I need to pick the very best spots and opportunities, because for my long-term success, and again, this is what discipline's all about. It's the long-term success or medium-term success. It's better for me to wait for the very best trade. So that was a really kind of good and eye-opening thing that this guy said. And I thought, yeah, there's a real synergy there with trading. So number 2, the acceptance of responsibility. This is something that you either, I think early on as a trader, you kind of get this, and it's the blame game. You see a lot of new traders blaming something. My broker slipped me. My broker's spreads are no good. It's slow execution. The market's not the right conditions. My internet connection went down. I was a bit tired this morning. You know, you're blaming something else other than your performance. At the end of the day, you can affect all those things. You know, yes, okay, very occasionally there might be something like a broker issue which causes you to lose money, but you have to accept that's part of the game. Very, very rarely is it genuinely the reason that people are losing trading. It's accepting responsibility and saying, hey, it's your performance. End of. You know, there's no argument about that. It's your performance. If the market's changed conditions, you need to change your strategy. If you're tired, you need to get more sleep or not trade or learn to trade when less sleep. Whatever, you know, I'm just using the examples I gave a moment ago, but it's accepting that responsibility in trading is such a big one. Many people won't. Many people will blame something else, move on and forget and never look back, and unfortunately they go into the losing bin of traders. So number three we've got here is dedication to the truth. Wow, what an interesting one. Again, when people are journaling, talking about their trading, you have to be as honest as you can. The amount of times I speak to traders who are newish and they say, oh yeah, I'm doing really, really well out trading and this and that and the other. And you just know it's nonsense. You're like, listen, you think you've still got the journey to go. You need to just say, hey, listen, it's okay. Even if you are doing well, it's okay. I could do with improving. Maybe I could do with increasing my position size, making a bit more. Maybe I could do with reducing my losers. Or majority of people are still in the losing phase and the learning phase. That's not a problem. It's just a case of, okay, this is my problem. This is where I am at the moment. I need to improve. And I think that, you know, accepting the genuine reality of where you are as a trader, it's all very well envisaging, you know, multi-millionaire status, successful trader status, all these kind of things. That's fine. That's a separate concept. But understanding where you are at the moment. Hey, I'm losing trading this market. Hey, I'm losing with this strategy. Hey, I'm winning with this strategy. I'm winning with this market. When you can have the facts in front of you, then you can start to improve. Only when you start to have the bravado and you start to kind of gloss over the truth. One guy actually, what was it? What was this? I might have to dig out the article and I'll talk about another video, but there's one guy who said he made £1 million in trading over the year and everyone was thinking great, but he actually forgot to mention that he'd lost something like £950,000 worth of trades. You know, he pulled his winners out. You think, wow, what a clown. Anyway, you get the point. Dedication to the truth. That's what it's about. It's about knowing yourself and being completely honest with yourself. Even if you don't want to talk to anyone about it, that's fine. But being honest with yourself is where you are with a trader and how you're going to improve. Okay, finally, guys, number 4, balance. Interesting one, this. Now, this is really a case of, okay, you've got discipline, but you need some flexibility there. And I've talked about this in a previous video where I talked about a stop loss strategy where I would have a certain number of ticks where I would assess and give myself flexibility, and then a hard stop, kind of an extra 10 ticks away from that. So I would, with a day trading scenario, so there would be a little bit of flexibility there, but there would also be a hard stop. So you've got boundaries, if you like, but within those boundaries, you've perhaps got some flexibility, and that allows you to use your trader's intuition. That allows you to be a bit more creative and bend rules and break rules, but within a kind of safety net criteria. So this is where the balance comes in. There's no point in being strict about everything all the time. It's knowing that each scenario is different and cautious. I'm not saying here that you should just break the rules and do whatever you want, but there has to be some flexibility with trading. It's not all black and white. Yes, you must have some structure, I think, like walls and boundaries to guide you from loss and damage and kind of narrowing your focus. But within that, you should have some flexibility. So it's understanding balance. There you go, guys. 4 pillars of discipline. I think they were quite interesting. And I think actually if you master, you know, all of those, you're on a good path to actually becoming a disciplined trader. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Anything perhaps we could add a 5th or a 6th pillar to that would be interesting to let you to hear what you guys have got to say about this one. If you liked it, of course, give it a thumbs up. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. And if you haven't subscribed already, consider doing so for more videos from me and other traders on this channel. Take care, good trading, keep the risk managed. I shall see you in the next video. Bye.